better bet your bottom dollar Bitcoin's here to stay.
Nick, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How have you been? It's been probably a month, isn't it, since since you were on Above the Clouds?
Yeah, about a month, I'd say. Missing it.
And then the breaking news, hot news off the press, is you have relocated.
Yeah, I've relocated to Australia as a bit of a temporary kind of gig to kind of set up the Australian kind of business and enterprise over here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always stressful, messy, exciting, worrying, a pool full of emotions. How much stuff did you take with you?
You know, like how you have like those kind of normal chicken bags. I had one of those, and then I brought over this like cardboard box which had all my computer stuff in it. So not a hell of a lot of stuff, honestly. I'd say very minimal.
That's the best way to be. Is travel light, be nimble.
Yeah,
and especially renting, transport, just getting around.
Yeah,
best
exactly.
Best way to be.
But no, it's like I didn't really need much stuff. Like you have clothes, you can buy clothes, so it's not like you're realistically missing out on a hell of a lot. So yeah,
there is a touch of construction noise there, Nick. I don't know if you can.
That's our flatmate who's currently renovating his house.
I don't know if there's anything you can do there, but well, I do like to timestamp it. So we're currently on Bitcoin block 957,390. Hammering, he's hammering. That was who's that mined by? Via BTC, it was mined. So
do you timestamp stuff by the Bitcoin block?
Yeah. I'd just like to record the pod, timestamp it, and then it's in there. Interesting to see who mines it, and I quite like seeing the what are called freedom blocks. You know, so you get the wee little desktop, nanos and one of the things with the solo mining that I really like, and I think it's just a cool Bitcoin thing, is you can name your mine. You can name it whatever you want. And there was one a few months ago, and it was something along the lines of like Jesus will save you, something like that. so someone mine Bitcoin.
There you go. Maybe you just need to turn to Jesus.
Yeah, got the reward plus the fees.
Yeah.
And they get the name in there, and it's on the blockchain forever.
Jeez. Yeah.
So
there you go.
So you can solo mine, Nick CryptoConsulting, Nick Cryptocurrency, and it's
I don't know if
I
wouldn't call it that though. I'd be calling it some random funny gag kind of thing.
That's what I would do. And then my node sees it, and then it stores it on its drive, and then all the other nodes do the same, and then it's on there forever. So that's
there you go. Instant. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's considering the last one is 2140, but by that point we'll be well into dust. But I like to have a look at it, see what the hash is doing, and 95.49% of all Bitcoin has been mined. So there's
it's crazy out there.
Nearly 4.5% left to get.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing is, though, it's just like out of that 94%, it's a crazy stat out there where it's like, I want to say like maybe 30% or 40% or whatever the stat is just lost. So it's even crazier to think about that angle.
Yeah, there is with Q dates, with quantum computing, some of these wallets are older wallets, so they are quantum. I was going to say quantum vulnerable, but they're quantum available. So
unresistible.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I mean, obviously that's going to take a bit of elbow grease to get into, but you can. There is pull a figure. I usually go with 5 million because it's a nice round number, and I can minus 5 from 21. So when I'm talking to someone, I can say there's only 16 million Bitcoin in reality.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
So straight away. However, from a computing standpoint in technology, some of those Bitcoin that's lost will be recovered, and depending on how they were lost, some of them are kind of gone forever. So consider them long-term storage, or stuck on an exchange, or whatever it is. So you never really know. But yeah, to your point, there isn't 21 million. It's actually more scarce than that, which is only exciting.
It's interesting, yeah. Because who knows what's going to happen when, I guess, like that quantum stuff comes in, and it's just like, well, what happens? Like, there was an interesting. I'm not that schooled up on it, but this guy, he wanted to. I think we talked about this last time actually. There was a guy that wanted to, when it comes quantum ready, essentially be able to access Satoshi's coins and then do something with them. Was it, maybe you want to explain on that? I didn't really follow the story too much.
Well, it's theoretical at the moment. So, but you've got the Satoshi coins, and it's actually spread over several wallets. So depending on what you could. But the usual off the cuff remark is there's 1 million coins attached to Satoshi. So they're there. And there's a dude in the US under a pseudonym who's trying to use some US law to say the bullet points are, if an owner doesn't claim an asset for a period of time, then you can do like Bagsies. You can go to I call it that's mine. No one claims it. And I had a very good friend of mine. He's Brazilian from Sao Paulo originally, and there's a terrible case. It's shocking down there. So his dad passed away and left him the family home, and he had a little bit of land, and he obviously left the land to the family, and the neighbor turned up and then just claimed the land, just camped on it and put a bar across it, like locked it, padlocked it up. He started building on it, and then he was living. My buddy was traveling around, and then one of the neighbors said, "Oh, by the way, this guy's pulling a fast one." So he flew back to Sao Paulo, spoke to the guy, and the guy's like, "No, this is mine. This is all." And he's like, "No, this is, it's my family." So he cut the lock, put his lock on, went away. Came like 2 days later, went back. His lock had been cut off. The neighbor put another lock on. So the take-home message is get in the padlock business and open there, because you've got two customers who are just every day. Forget Satoshis.
Thing about it, it's just
invest in padlocks, and
invest in some padlocks.
Why it's like these miners? Why buy a miner when the business is selling mining capability to people to do it? So you're selling the shovels rather than the actual gold you're trying to dig out.
It's like Bitmain. It's like Bitmain. They're a huge company that just as you say, they sell the shovels. They sell millions of those machines every single year, or maybe not millions, but definitely like hundreds of thousands of these machines. So it's pretty profitable. Then the game, like, they probably mine on them as well to quote unquote test them. But
are they Korean? I think
they're Taiwan.
Which
Chinese? No, they're definitely not Chinese.
Which is Chinese? Well, Taiwan's Chinese. So maybe, and then all those guys are cousins anyway. So Korean, Chinese, Taiwanese. How do you really? It's like the Nvidia thing. How do you really know? So the US banned a private company to say you can't sell your product China, China. And then you turn around and then the Nvidia chips are in China anyway. So it's the whole circle. And then in the meantime, the Nvidia stock's blown the roof off.
Yeah, well, look at AMD. Have you seen,
Yeah.
again, I think we talked about this last time, but even Caterpillar, the people that are digging the actual manufacturing, like, what do you call it, like the data centers, they're doing all the earthwork. It's like, if you look at their stock, it's crazy, like blown through the roof. Yeah. So we got a Spates bottle.
That's a Umbra. So this is a homebrew homebrew cider. Yeah, so that's that's a Ray Mears homebrew cider. There's no label. I don't bother with labels.
No, I don't bother. It looks like the Spates big bots, you know, the crate bottles.
Yeah. So here we do. They don't do it everywhere, but the swapper crates are pretty good. You do the 12 bottles.
Yeah, we've done them before.
750 mils. But the Americans don't know what that. You know, they're like, oh, hey man, that's like 64 fluid ounces or however many freedom units. And then I've got my goblet.
It's a cool gauntlet, what do you want to call it? Yeah, glass.
I've disappeared. So it's that was I love it. That's a guy fly fishing. I don't think you can really make it out. Where'd you get it from? I love Ray Mears. What's one of your passions? One of my passions is charity shops. I love me a charity shop.
Some
go in
shops,
there. Yeah. Go in there, find. It's the Bitcoin way, isn't it? You know, the opposite of waste, fraud, and abuse. It's reuse, repurpose, sell. Well, a bit like you sell all your furniture. Take a cardboard box.
We found all this desks that I've got here. Essentially, we were like, oh well, you could buy one for, I think it was like $300-400, and I'm just like, I don't know. I reckon you can find someone. And I found on Google this guy called Greg, and literally, massive warehouse that's just like got hundreds of desks in there, and he's like, yeah, just pick anyone you want. I'm just like, oh, sweet ass.
Yeah, that's the way. The desk I got here is I was walking the dog, and it was just at the side of the road. So it's a glass desk. It's not very wide.
I think I'd seen it. Or when I came over, that desk.
You came over. We played darts.
Played some darts. Yeah. You smoked me.
Yeah. It's a bit of a friendly competition. But I found this desk and I thought it's all covered in COVID or whatever. You get the pressure washer out.
Yeah.
You get some UV on it, some sunlight sanitizes it. Good. It's got
the blue light.
Other than effort and a little bit of time, it cost me zero melting fiat pesos. So
$0.
And it's like my node. I was on a site, as you know, I'm in the poo business, on a commercial construction site, and I love a skip. I love a skip. You go in the skip.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, the amount of the HVAC guys, they chuck away copper and all, and I'm like, I'd
get some of that.
Yeah, I'll go to the scrappy, so a bit of copper, and then there was a PC, and the old desktop PCs, 2000, I think it's 2008, an old Dell. It's old. It's not really. It had Windows 95 on it or something.
But you can still use parts from it, like the SSD, or everything from it.
The whole thing. I think it was DDR3.
That's some old RAM.
So I went on.
At these prices, that's still pretty good.
Well, I went on my old mate AliExpress, and he said it's actually reconditioned secondhand stuff, whatever. I was like, okay, I don't care. I bought the maximum that it can take, which is I think it's like 16 gig or something. I don't think it'd take more than that. But ripped it all. First of all, check the hard drive for Bitcoin. So ripped through the wallet, saw all the family photos and stuff. The actual fault
They
with
just
it,
left all that on there.
yeah. Well, the fault with it was the power unit. So the power supply had.
Oh, that's an easy fix. Yeah.
Yeah, so it just needed cleaning up, and there was a fuse, an inline fuse had blown. So I replaced the fuse, powered it up. There was a 95 password, which is easy to bypass. So I bypassed that straight into the hard drive. And then, I mean, there wasn't anything on it. It was just a family machine, you know, there wasn't anything.
Well, if you just plug the SSD into something else and it's not got BitLocker on it, like from my understanding, you can just bypass it regardless, can you?
Yeah. It's just an external drive. So you go on, and then I had a quick look for, you know, that Bitcoin wallet that ends in a landfill. So it's like, here we go, 10,000 Bitcoins, 10,000 Bitcoins.
Maybe that's your equivalent to like the lottery ticket, essentially. What's a free lottery ticket? Yeah, it's a free lottery ticket.
Well, even you know, 0.1 sat, and then, you know, or use that to donate to someone, or use it as like an orange pilling fund, or you know, buy some books or subscriptions or whatever. Use the CryptoConsulting.au page, you know, you get some advice. So anything. Anyway, flashed it, put Linux on, run the nodes. So other than a little bit of RAM and some time and a fuse which I had in the old
Linux
box.
software did you run? Linux Mint, or was it some other distro?
It was it's just run through the Start 9. So it's
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's built in, but I've used Umbrel before. There's a few good ones. It depends what machine you're running, and it's amazing. It's not Gresham's law. Was it Moore's law? You know, so the doubling. It's amazing how it catches you out. So. One of the topics that you wanted to discuss was like podcasting and software and so on. So one of the things I'm limited by is my machine, which is Hewlett Packard, not sponsored, and it's a fine machine in its day, and it's, I think, 4 years old. One of many machines, but it's like the best machine, as it were, and it's like 4 years old, and it just couldn't handle like editing and
as expected
stuff.
No,
so
does it have a graphics card?
It has one of these like software.
I see.
Over. So it doesn't. When you're rendering a video, it's you just got to leave it for 3 hours, and
when you're exporting, downloading a file,
and it just anything, and it's, you know, 3-4 years old. So I use DaVinci for
DaVinci's great. DaVinci's awesome
for the software, but I had to. I mean, now of course they've got all AI on there, so you just press a button and it does it. But it just couldn't handle it, so I wound back, and I went to 20, and then that wasn't happy, and then I had to wind back to 18, so I'm using DaVinci 18, and that is a lot of the, I don't know, art and functionality isn't there, but for what I do, and if your content's good, it depends what you try. If you're trying to get, I don't know, sponsorship or paid or whatever, then people just try to do visuals and bejazzle you.
Well, do you want a graphics card? I've got a spare graphics card if you want one.
I don't know if it'll.
Does it have a PCIe slot?
It does. Yeah.
So it should run. If it's got a slot,
if it's got a PCMCIA. I haven't used one of them for
PCIe. I think I'm not sure if they're the same thing. I'm not that technical, but if it's got I know that from my computer it says PCIe, and then the rig also, that is just PCIe slots.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it's got like a little. You've seen how graphic cards work. They've just got a little bit of, I guess, a credit card slot they just clip into. Yeah. So if it's got that, I'm sure like it's an AMD card. It's a 6600 XT, so it's not huge, but it's definitely like a very efficient card.
Huge.
Yeah, it's
Huge.
not like the one that I've got in the computer down there. That's got three fans. Yeah.
But that's for the business, isn't it? That's for the
yeah.
to
Well,
use
I'm
that.
actually trying to upgrade the CPU on it now as well, which would be cool.
So that's for the cracking wallets when your customers have lost. They've only got like half the phrase.
Yeah, half the fray. Well, it's like you get to a point where that stuff's pretty impossible. But we've had some recent people come to us and they've got what's called like a hidden password on their. So they've got the 12 words, but then they're missing like essentially this password, or which unlocks like a hidden part of the wallet. So Trezor, for example, they got their own feature. Even I've been in that situation where I've used the hidden wallet and then lost it and like, oh shit, I don't know it, and then didn't access any of the Bitcoins for like 4 or 5 years. But in a way, I'm kind of happy I didn't touch them. It was kind of like a soft lock, as you can say. Yeah.
Well, it's one way to store your Bitcoin is to lock yourself out of it.
Yeah. I just like what the day was like when I remember the day, and I remember looking at it and going like, oh well, like I've got all the passwords, I've got everything in these notebooks that I assume to be the password. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave it alone. If I get back to it after a couple of years, I'll come back to it. And then discovered software and discovered how to actually crack that stuff. So I guess it moved into that realm more. But yeah, then one day on my bed, I was just like, screw it, I'll give it a go. I was lying on my laptop, and the password that I had, it was cheese. For some reason, I put the word cheese with my like hidden password. No idea why, but I actually spelt it wrong. So I spelled it right in the book, but wrong in the actual hidden password, and that was it. 4 years of not gonna touch it because of that. An error, typed it wrong. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Well, I mean, it puts you in the first person perspective, and when you're dealing with clients, and it doesn't matter how smart you are, how clever you are, anyone can have a bad day or
exactly
illness or whatever. What about multi signature? Did you come across them at all? Much?
Yeah, we actually had a guy reach out to us, or a client, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and they had a problem where, like, I'm still a bit confused of how it happened. So they had a 404 multi-sig where it actually got hacked, and quite a substantial amount of Bitcoin all got hacked out of it. And since they're 4 different locations, 4 separate users, 4 separate everything, it's like, okay, well, then what the hell happened? Like, how does someone gain access to this? Essentially, there's 404. They needed 4 signatures to sign off on it, which I thought was like crazy. And somehow the intruder got into it, and they drained them for everything. It was pretty sad. But yeah, on a technical level, it was like, well, I guess we tried to look into it. You can see like who signed what. I believe it's like the UTXO or something, or whatever its technical term is.
Yeah.
That led us to see that everyone signed on it, and we're just like, well, yeah, I think you've got some internal problems, maybe some malware, keyloggers, or something like that. Yeah.
It has to be. It's the only way to do it. So did you track? Did you use the unspent transactions, the UTXOs, to track where the funds went to?
Essentially, like you have the first transactions of essentially the draining of, because they had funds over, let's just say like 30 addresses, because mostly how wallets set up today is they have what it's called like you deposit or send Bitcoin to one address and then it renews the Bitcoin address. Like in they make you reuse an address, but it's still under like the same public key essentially. So they gave us the public key, they gave us all the addresses that had. But you can just see like on those transactions who signed what, and then from there it's essentially just like, well, yeah, you can see it, and then it just goes everywhere. And
yeah,
some funds ended up at exchanges, some funds went to Binance Smart Chain, ended up there. You can kind of see like who are the bosses and who, like on the scammer side, you can see who's getting paid more. It's quite interesting. Like you can see this person here has earned, well, or not earned, but at least they take 15-20% of the whole wallet value, and then this person only earns 2% or something like that. So it's quite interesting, and all the methods they use to try launder it. Yeah, very interesting. But yeah, I don't know. In those situations, there's like not much you can really do. It's like just gonna be straight up. Oh, the world's gone. Yeah.
And unless they're trying to do like an insurance claim or something, and they want to report to say this has happened. But you can see. I've tracked quite a few, especially from Lazarus Group, the North Koreans, and you see the shards just get, it's like dropping a sheet of glass and just.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's. I mean, they know what they're doing, but they split it up, and then of course with USDT, because that's what the old Iranians ran into, and then the Americans started freezing the USDT because it's Tether. They could freeze. They can freeze them, and it gets stuck. So it's a bit of a race between getting it off where the exchanges can do something into self custody and into something. Quite often they'll use Ethereum. They'll drop it into Ethereum and then spin it, and then it's even nation states can't do that. It's gone.
Nah, well, most of them, they start in Bitcoin, or like say if you have a Bitcoin hacked, like this is what we usually see is you start in Bitcoin and they always end up in Ethereum. And from Ethereum, since Ethereum's quite like open, I guess like from Ethereum's point of view, it's very compatible. You can go from A to B, C to D, all to these different coins from this one server or this one exchange, the decentralized exchange. And then from there, you can just everywhere. So it's very easy to essentially launder money. They like to go to Ton or Tron scan, whatever it's called, TRX.
Yeah.
That's just a bloody scam fest in there. What's his name? Who's the guy, the founder guy? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Which
Justin
one?
Sun.
There's Justin Sun. I mean, there's some. Justin Sun's one. I think you have to use the word allegedly after that, Nick.
Allegedly. Same with old CZ, allegedly.
CZ, allegedly. Yeah. Oh, they're all. They're all. Well, he's not allegedly. He is allegedly.
He is allegedly. No, he got pardoned, so he just had to spend 200 million or whatever it was, something crazy.
What are you trying to tell me? Politicians take brown envelopes.
Oh, whoa. You're donating to the campaign party. It's a big difference. Did you see what Trump made in the last year, or his financial year? I believe it was last year. Some crazy figure.
The figure was huge.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact figure. I have to look into it again, but I remember just reading that and seeing the spreadsheet that someone created again. Like, I'm not too sure if it's true or not, but I'm just reading this like, damn, like he's just absolutely extracting from everyone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he ran. You say him. I mean, the guy's like 80 years.
It's not him.
Yeah, that's right. He's 80 years old. He doesn't
know what that shit means. No.
He's not. He's got people to do that. But you use the Trump brand.
Yeah, exactly. The name.
Because it was, I think it was like 40% of his finances come from crypto or adjacent. So it was a decent. It's almost as much as what you earned last year.
Yeah, yeah, maybe like 30% less. No, I wish. Nah, like he's got being the president. Obviously, you've got a lot of power, and obviously, I guess you make the rules in a way. So
Well, it's like all
Yeah.
these guys. I was talking to Matt and Bobby, who are in Perth,
Mhm.
and then Matt was getting all excited. I was talking about politicians and stuff, and then because these guys are on, 80 grand a year or 100 grand a year or 200 grand a year, depending on where
Yeah.
in the government you are. So they're not going to go hungry. But then when they finish the term, it's like, oh yeah, their net worth is 250 million or what, and it's like, what?
Oh,
What?
how'd you do that? Huh?
What? How did you? Well, it's like Jacinda, being in what her wage is, 150 grand or whatever, and then she's got 30 million in
Yeah, exactly.
living in Perth, and it's like that math ain't mathing, I
Can't have been from the books she sold. Can't have been from the book sale. I don't know.
No. I mean, I've read some books. I'm educated. I know 1 + 1 is 3. But for some reason, those maths doesn't seem to. You have your 200.
Insider knowledge, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's that gravy, the old gravy train. Ooh, give me the spoon. Give me the spoon. Give me a taste. And that's the thing. That's the thing with Bitcoin. Just remove yourself out of that because you're handcuffed. So I was talking to Fritz at Microseed, and I just thought it was offline, but just out of interest, a bit of New Zealand news for you about allmatekim.com. And
yeah, he's getting
because he's had his. I mean, the rest of it's important to us, but the rest of the world, the rest of the world has forgotten about him. But he just had his extradition denied again for the 400th time. So the US are absolutely dead. I mean, the guy's had
still trying to get to him.
I think he's had like 2 or 3 strokes now. He can't really. He's had all his health stuff, and but I mean, he's still got a few million stashed away somewhere. So he's knocking around.
Definitely.
And in Queenstown, you can see him walking around and knocking around with the family and his. But yeah, the Americans, they like to get their pound of flesh. They like to get the you pay the man. You pay the man. Extradition doesn't matter. We want you in Guantanamo. So they're trying to get this guy. Is that where they would send
him? Do you reckon?
Oh no. He's I think his food bill will be too high. He likes he's a unit. He likes to eat.
He's a unit. Well, Harry and I, we were looking into Dotcom maybe a month ago, just before I left, and we were looking at some of his like top songs. As I was like, oh, what outro music would I use for the NZ on Chain? And we came across his one song, which is I can't remember exactly the name of it, but it's an absolute banger. The start of it, like highly recommend.
It's like tech, isn't it? It's like techno, isn't it?
It's like techno, yeah. It's a full-on techno. I can pull it up, but it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, good. Well, he's European. I like the way everyone thinks he's German. You got this. No, he's Austrian. He's Austrian, but it's like calling a Canadian American. They don't like it.
They don't like that. The song is called.
Well, a lot of people don't realise, he ran in politics in New Zealand. He tried to get into politics.
Yeah, and then it's called? The Internet Party. Good Life. That's what the song's called. Good Life.
his only policy was everyone got free internet in New Zealand. That was like his only policy.
Yeah, funny enough, I remember my parents talking about that, and I'm just sitting there, it's like, oh yeah, that sounds like a fucking mean plan. Me being like, I don't know, 11 years old, how old I was, because at the time, like us being in the rural country, my mum used to say, hey, look, like you can't play games at night because it uses more internet. So she only allowed me to play it in the mornings before school. But obviously I had to go to school before, so I was only allowed a limited amount. So in my brain, I was like, well, why don't you just get this guy into power or allow him to get free internet for everyone?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's that socialist, kind of fascist viewpoint where we just give you free stuff, and then who pays for it? Don't worry about that. We'll sort that out after the fact. We'll just keep giving you free stuff, and then where you end up, I don't. Well, I know you don't really follow politics too much, but in New York, they've just changed the law, so they've introduced euthanasia into New York.
Oh, really?
And they bring it.
When you say euthanasia, it's the.
Oh, your sound's gone. I think your lead's just come out.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that euthanasia as in pets or as in humans?
Yeah, humans, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, damn.
Yeah. So, because with medicine, or medicine, as they say in the States, medicine, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. With medicine, they, one of the things is it's damn costly. I mean, outside of insurance, so you got finance, insurance, and then medicine or medicine, and it's damn expensive. That cost ramps up rapidly. So you can, because you've got a cure, but then the money's not in the cure, it's in the treatment. But as insurance starts getting tight, people aren't getting paid. These so what do you do, Nick?
I've got no idea.
You put them down.
You put them down. Oh yeah,
Jeez. You put them down. It's the next step. They just brought it in New York.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it?
I'm thinking I need to buy more sats.
Yeah. I guess you come from, like, if they want to be euthanized, then I guess it's like it's their decision. But then I don't know. At the end of the day, I guess it's their decision if they want to do it or not. It's not.
But they're making it the doctors make the decision.
Oh, really? Not the person or the family? Oh, shit, that's pretty extreme.
So it's not. So you got the Switzerland model where you have what would be like multiple sclerosis. So you got a lifelong illness. You're not going to get a cure from it. So you go there, but you're still cognizant. So it's one of these
like
where
a terminal disease. I think that's
so an old So you got an old car. You got an 80s car. It's full of rust. It's falling apart. The engine's good, but the chassis just falling apart. It's you're going to go over a pothole and it's just going to like implode. So the brain's good, but the body, the chassis is no good. And then as a thinking person, of course, you go through all the process. I mean, hell of a decision. And then you go to Switzerland, and from the process, it asks you something like 19 times, are you sure? So they kit you all up and then leave you in a room, and you're on like an iPad, and it's like, this is going to be final. Do you want to proceed?
Oh, yes. Geez, they just leave you in the room.
Yeah.
You just add tip.
Probably in the US. Yeah. Do you want a tip? Yeah. Hey, the state tax. You need to add 15% tax on. How good
That's
was your
horrifying.
service? Yeah, click the smiley face. Are you sure? Yes. This is not reversible. If you want to continue, press no. No. You know, but there's steps there, and then eventually you get to the last one, and then that's it. Good night. Good night, Vienna. But this one, it's removed out of your option. So
Out of control, yeah.
So
Surely you'd have like criteria. You just can't like go in there and the doctor go, I believe X, Y, and Z. He should be euthanized. Obviously, there's like.
It is a messy topic, but you very quickly get into overreach, and it's control, and you can kind of get to government, and then just leave me. If you want to do that, you can. There's options for you, but the fact that they're bringing this stuff in and you never got asked is
that's the thing. Never got asked and they just do it. I'd be quite pissed off. But then again, like if you're, I guess, like 95 and you got some pretty hard diseases on you or some type of whatever you want to say, then maybe it is the right decision, maybe it isn't. I guess it's up to you and the family to make it. Rather than
that is one scenario. And then also there's you now with what you know now, but you're in a body that doesn't function, and you're like, no, I don't want this, and you can't signal it. Or the the dude from Breaking Bad with the ring bell, he's like ringing the bell.
Hector Salamanca.
You're like ringing the bell, and they're like, he's in pain, he wants us to get, and he's like, ding, no, ding, 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 ding. And you wait, and you're waiting for your nephews to get the nephew twins to come in their matching suits to come in, ding, 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 and they're like, Hector's in pain, we need to do it now. And then so it's all these scenarios. So it's something to look forward to.
Damn, there you go then.
That's not a high. I like to finish on a high. What's in the what's the drink, by the way? What's the drink? First of all, I'm loving that glass. Can we just have a look
it's very cool. I thought I'd grab, it's got like some wavy features on it.
Did you blow that yourself?
I wish I did. It's actually out of the drawer. The drawer made it for me and I just grabbed it out of there.
So it's a communal glass.
Yeah, communal glass, not my special. There's about 4 in there, so I get to pick which one. They've all got some little different designs on them, so they're pretty cool.
Nice. And what was in it?
There's a bit of bourbon, which is some Kentucky. I believe it's Jim Beam. Yeah, America. And then some. It's not Coca-Cola. It's the stuff called I believe it's called like a Kegel Cola or something like that.
Is that an off-brand?
Yeah, it's we found this place. It's like I guess more of it's an Australian brand, Coca-Cola. And the thing is though, you get this big 12 or 15 pack, and it's so much cheaper than Coca-Cola. And we're just like, well, let's just get that one. It's made in Australia. So I thought, oh well, let's go that one. I think because it was on sale, but either way, it tastes really good. So.
Because Coca-Cola is only Coca-Cola in the US. Did you know that? Do you know?
There's only Coca-Cola. There's no other cola.
Yeah. Do you know what it is elsewhere in the world? This is, by the way, this is a joke. Do you know what it is elsewhere in the world?
No, I don't know. Tell me.
It's called American champagne.
American champagne.
America.
We got like Pepsi. Pepsi is pretty much bloody Coca-Cola, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with the profit these companies make from selling sugar carcinogenics. And then you go into a bar and you're like, oh yeah, I want a Coke, please. And he goes, oh, I've only got Pepsi. And you're like, nah, whatever. Well, these companies produce more than most countries like GDP, and you're like,
it's crazy.
Whatever. But the interesting thing with Coke is because they have a bond, they make their revenue from investing, not the drink. the whole business, their revenue is from. Well,
Just
I'm just repeating myself.
Yeah, no, I get that. Well, it's like Red Bull. Like I can't imagine that. Well, again, I've got no idea. I haven't looked into their financial information, but it's just like I wouldn't be surprised if they make more money from other things than actual. Because you see how much they sponsor everything. You actually come down to it, it's like how much do they actually make off those Red Bull drinks? But then again, like what else? Yeah, exactly.
Well, you can offset all this stuff. It's manufacturing. There'll be tax breaks.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah,
all kinds of racket stuff. Well, I mean, especially any manufacturing is difficult. Any production is difficult, and especially with what a magnified solution is like the car business. So I was on a business meeting. I won't divulge too much, but I work with Americans all the time, and I'm on a meeting with these guys, and they're interested in what can I say?
Interested in Bitcoin.
They would no. They were telling me to kind of slow down, and there's a process to follow, and all. I had a project I was working on, and I was like, let's get some. Come on, let's go. I was keen. So your image is gone.
Oh my god.
He won't help you, but luckily I'm here. Once the editor get hold of this, which is me, I'll do some. We'll work something out. There'll be a graphic. There'll be a graphic over the top. So I was like, I'm working on this project. Let's get some. And they're like, well, there's a process to follow and stuff. And I'm like, you guys didn't get to the moon with because with Americans, they'll always get, we went to the moon. And it's like, yeah, you may have got to the moon, but you don't know how much. What you don't know is how much the taxi is from Auckland Airport to Newmarket. Yeah. So you don't know everything. And then
$65.
Well, if you hear an American accent, it's $150, and they're like, "Oh, that's cheap, son."
Yeah, that's cheap.
Hell,
double time.
So, and I'm like, SpaceX is trying to get to Mars, and then the guy turned around to me and he's like, if you tried to do this at Ford Motor Company, they wouldn't accept you doing this. And I'm like, really? You're using Ford Motor Company as an example? A failed manufacturing company that's backed by the government. The government are basically...
You can't diss my Henry Ford.
Ford R.I.P. Henry. Yeah, so, R.I.P. But the government are that company would have collapsed many times over if it wasn't backed by the government that's also printed dollars out of fresh air. So I'm like, really? You're using that as an example? And then I was kind of blown away. And then my boss is on there sending me a message saying, just like back down a little bit. And I'm like, well, my remit is to make this project a success. So I'm going to do everything can a success. You want me back in my box? I'll go back in my box. Yes, sir. You're paying me.
I'll go back home.
but I'm like, I used like SpaceX as an example, and the guys turned around about Ford Motor Company. It was kind of interesting.
There you go then.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy Americans.
Well, I mean, that's where all the finance is. That's where all the finance is. And one of the things that is great, and I was talking to Fritz about this from Microseed, is in Europe, really, really smart fellas. They come up with heaps of solutions. In New Zealand and Australia, really smart fellas, lots of solutions. In South America, really smart fellas, really solutions. But the actual delivery to get past the next bit, to get some finance and go just. So he was telling me about when he first went to a conference to promote the microseed product, and you've got to book a stand. You go to conference, which is expensive anyway. I think it was the Bitcoin conference, and you got to buy a stand. You got to take so it's all cash up front, and it's like we're taking 80 units of product, and we're going to go home with 79 units of product. At some point there's a cliff, and you've got to do that.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Well, you've got to do that leap of faith. It's like you're going to give it a go, or it's gonna shrink and die. And the Americans are damn good at that. Yeah, hell yeah, let's get some. Let's go. Let's jump. Yeah. Let's jump and fly. Whereas the kind of European brain are let's put some policies in place, and let's restrict, so they end up doing nothing. They don't produce anything, and that's why China are eating them, like manufacturing. And you're a fantastic place, but it's just turning into a museum.
Yeah.
So, and it's cool what you're doing, going over there, branching out, being present. Doing the crypto consulting, and it's super interesting. So your podcast that you've got, what software do you use to edit that?
DaVinci as well.
Oh yeah.
So DaVinci is great. Well, I guess when we did it in the flesh, we did it in the studio. So essentially, they gave us. So they had 2 cameras, and the software they used, I'm not 100% sure what they used, but essentially what it would do, it would auto reconcile or recognize who's talking and automatically switch between the cameras. And then from there, it would just give you like what's called like a live mix. And then from there, I just edit it on DaVinci and just slap in the audio at the start and then the audio at the end. But yeah, I guess like when we're moving online. Pardon me?
I was just talking about me. So I realized it's getting dark. So I just put the.
Yeah, there you go.
I just changed that. I don't know if that's. Is that too?
Like a little Eskimo now.
That's too.
True British person now. A true British person.
That's too much. That's too much.
But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what our software we use. Like you guys use Teams. We talked before about that Riverside and stuff like that. But just like, I guess it's just trying to find out what's the best kind of software to use, essentially. Yeah, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. There's Riverside, and then there is
StreamYard.
StreamYard is another one. Yeah. That's pretty popular. So with a lot of these, there's free demos, but they watermark it. Sometimes they can reduce the recording.
The quality,
but they're trying to push
everything like that.
But they're trying to push AI and all these models on. So it just depends on what.
I honestly, I don't really care too much about the AI stuff. It's just more so, I guess, getting the raw footage and then clipping it, or not even clipping it, just because the thing is, most of the time I don't really do many edits. It's just more so.
No edit, baby. No edit.
Yeah, literally. That's probably the last time. Full send. Yeah. Well, it's like Matt's one we did. I think I edited out the start of it, the first like minute, but apart from that, it was just raw footage. But yeah, all for editing though. We added that Good Life soundtrack at the end. Funny enough, Spotify copy striked us, and I all I said was like, I've got permission by him to use it. And then they reply to me going, "Oh no, all good. We'll take that copyright strike off then." I'm like, "Oh, sweet ass." They ain't gonna go asking.
Yeah. No, I mean that again. That's just AI. That's the future where all this stuff happens. Where you just get the plug pulled. And I believe if your content is good, then it stands on its own, and it also depends on what your aim is, what what's your aim? Are you trying to get to 1 million subscribers?
Shit, no. I guess it's just trying to interview cool people, interview kind of interesting stories. Like New Zealand's quite, what's the word? Like, it doesn't get talked about much. There's not a lot of content out there that I guess really talks to those influential people. Like, obviously you've got your kind of easy crypto kind of stuff like that, but that's like, I guess, like, not the interesting people, but
RIP.
But you want to talk to like the people, the interesting people, like the people that don't usually get interviews. Like you got Matt, or and his name's Robin. Yeah, Robin.
I interviewed him.
Yeah, that's the one I watched. I watched that one. Rob or Robin, what do you want to call him?
Just out of interest, the camera and the audio, so you've got like lag on your camera and your audio now, so your imaging is
lagging.
Something's lagging. Yeah, the audio is ahead of the image, but maybe don't play with it too much. Plus, you're in a construction site, and but it's it's good times. It's good times. Doesn't matter. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just I'm just giving you feedback. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, well, this is on my laptop now, so it sucks. Where the actual recording was on the camera, but the thing is, though, I don't have the. Usually, you have this thing that allows you to it plugs into the wall and it just charges indefinitely. But I only have my one battery because the other one broke, sadly, which is annoying. But it's all good.
It sounds like you're telling Uncle Ray excuses here.
Yeah, I am telling you excuses, exactly.
So, on above the clouds, we've got the 5 pillars, we've got the 5 tenets, we've got learn, question, adapt, science, and comedy. So you got a problem, you overcome it. You're living in a construction site, which is stressful and so on. So you learn from that and know not to do an important podcast during construction time.
Yeah.
Construction time.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of science in this. All this technology, it's easy to throw it out the window and just get frustrated and a little bit of hot under the collar. But sometimes you got a cable that's a little bit. With my my over-ear headphones that I like to use with the audio. So there's something going on with the cable, and it's always the human element. It's the in your case 80 kg bag of skin and bones. In my case, it's the 100 kg bag of skin and bones, in the way that any damage is always at the end. It's where a plug is, it's where the cable meets the socket. It's the same with vehicles and all the rest of it. So it's the human that's the weakest point. But it's adapt and question what you're doing, progression. So it's cool. It's cool. Emigrating and promoting the business, running with the crypto consulting and the cryptocurrency.org.nz. I think I got that right.
With the news, Harry's definitely leading the way on that.
I think did I make up an org in there? I think I might have done.
Yeah, so you could just call it cryptocurrency NZ. I guess it's like a cryptocurrency.org.nz. It's just like the domain name.
So it is an org in there. I was right.
It is an org. Yeah, it's probably we've got. Funny enough, we own cryptocurrency.org.nz and bitcoin.org.nz.
Nice.
Which is some pretty good domains, if you ask me.
Yeah. It's solid. Well, that was what Michael Saylor's, because he's got like hope.com. Because there's all this.
Really?
Yeah. There's all this. It's a pretty cool website, actually. I feel as if this light is not enough. How can I? That's probably too much. Let me just let me just do this.
You better bet your bottom dollar Bitcoin's here to stay.